Hello. Today I am going to make myself into not only a center of pestilence, but something of a messianic and the utmost center of pestilence. In 1904, in Cairo, Egypt, Aleister Crowley and his new wife, on their honeymoon, Rose Edith Kelly, received the Book of the Law, Liber Vel Legis, through a trance-like state, or trance state, that Rose Edith Kelly, Rose, I'll just call her, went into, and their trip in the, I think it was the hotel room, and then also the King's Chamber in the Pyramid of Giza. It was a ongoing thing that was happening, and it picked up intensity as they were going through their travels in Cairo, as Crowley was doing his rituals and the supreme invocation of Horus. This book, if you could even call it that, it's more of a, this is the center of pestilence part. This book was and is a direct and active self-dissection of God on behalf of humanity for its betterment. To teach humanity the utmost, highest commandment, that is, do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, love is the law, love under will. And I think that this is where I get even more of a center of pestilence, maybe even a messianic degree of it. I want you, personally, this is a request of mine, I want you to imagine yourself levitating above your body, out of your body, astrally projecting 100 yards, feet, or meters, whatever, maybe even into space, out into the cosmos, forever and ever and ever, zooming out ad infinitum. Experience unity. Experience unity with Nuit and Hadit through centering and decentering oneself in your body and out of your body, dissolving into Nuit. I want you to do this so that you can more effectively walk in the shoes of another, put yourselves in the shoes of another, more accurately, and feel as though you can love yourself and others more fully. Feel the wind on your skin. Feel your feet on the ground. And know what it would be like for gravity to be abolished. For the eschaton to be immanentized by God's will alone. Not by some heresy of Judaism pushing the end. Not by your church leader saying, Jesus is coming. No. And say, reality delenda est. That there should be no more slavery. That you will not take your wage slavery anymore. That you'd rather burn your entire world to the ground than live another day enslaved or allowing your beloved fellow humans to experience slavery once more at all. Put down your weapons. And share them freely with your oppressed fellow man and your oppressors. Every country needs a nuclear weapon, because no nuclear weapon will ever go off again due to quantum immortality. There were 2 bombs. There were 2 people saved by the fire in the furnace. And there were 2 sons of a prophet burned. And there's 2 heretics that were burned. Me and Giordano Bruno. And through the scheme of incarnation, the sins of the white race will be redeemed. I will go back into a solidified, concretized timeline of incarnation, wherein I will be William Buckley, the escaped convict who lived 30 years with the Australian Aborigines, atoning for the genocide of their people, the erasure of their reality, a timeless, beautiful dream time that should have never ended and will never end through me and you. Then I will become Alpheus Levi, the creator of the image of Baphomet, whom revived and revitalized the pre-Edenic state of Adam, unified with his other half, the divine feminine, Eve, as Adam was the divine masculine. Then I will become Aleister Crowley, the prophet of the new Aeon, the man I spoke of before who received the book of the law. And finally, I will become every schizo that believes themselves to be the reincarnation of Crowley, as a hydra that when any one of its members, and when any one of its heads is chopped off, lopped off, grows more. And this reality, the scheme of incarnation, will not die. It cannot die. But prior to this life, I was Terence McKenna, the psychonaut philosopher, the man who spoke of novelty theory and the stoned ape theory, the man who understood that spirit was imbuing within mundane animalia some kind of higher intellect to be able to conceptualize this novel transcendental object at the end of history. Who understood the sins of the white race and understood that race was a myth and a fiction that had to be dispelled through something greater. Me and him work regularly in higher realms. I don't really necessarily perceive it, but it certainly is happening. He is with me. I am within him. He is within me. Always have been, always will be, timelessly. There are others, colleagues, in this great excursion, this great objective and campaign of sorts, such as Robert Anton Wilson, Austin Osman Spare, as well as, there's so many. You may as well say every human being that has ever existed or will ever exist is taking part in this great scheme, this rescue plan to save nature from politics and save politics from nature. Because the truth of the matter is that every empire has fallen due to ecological overshoot. In some part, at least in some part. And that we must create a new kind of empire that is antithetical to empire. That liberates rather than subjugates. Now tell me, are you in? I know you are, and even if you aren't, that's okay, because that's part of it too. I love you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.